Good morning and welcome to another update live with Green TV and the PATT Foundation. Today we're joined with the lovely Paul Sykes, the CEO of the PATT Foundation. So he's just going to give us a quick overview and update. As you've been watching for the past couple of weeks, we have one guest per show. So it's all over to you, Paul. So how are you doing first of all? And what's the weather like? That's the usual spiel, isn't it? It's I've just looked outside my back garden and we've had two storms over the weekend, and it's my gazebo's blown to smithereens, all my bamboos all over the place. So I presume down where you are in Wales, that's nothing compared to the wind you must have. So anyway, hi, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thanks. We haven't got that much wind down here yet. So I live right on the Severn Estuary, and it's quite exposed here. So we get the worst of it when the wind actually comes through the channel. But no, it's okay.
Right.
It's not too bad. It's cold, but very
Maybe
nice.
It's on its way. Maybe it's on its way. Well, it was a bad one. Oh, so what's happening in the world of PATT then at the moment?
So it's been a bit of a whirlwind start to the year, to be honest. Obviously, towards the end of last year, with lockdowns and God knows what else, everything slowed down a bit. So we've been playing catch up throughout all of January. But our focus at the moment is on our upcoming program of events and what the charity is actually going to be unveiling in the next couple of months. So the biggest thing that we're doing at the moment is the renovation of the building up at Preston near Hull, and Simon, who is our compliance manager, is leading that for me. So he now has the offices sorted, one of the downstairs rooms sorted for activities. There's an outside room sorted for nature-based therapy. And we have a tech suite going in upstairs, which will be done probably in about 6 weeks' time. So we're on target for a launch date of around the end of March, start of April. And that's what we're working on now. So the intention is that we have a 5-day program with themed days throughout the week. Now, the theme is that Monday will be a mindfulness day. So is it okay to explain how this actually works and what the people are going to do? I get a bit excited about it, but I think it's important for people to know what the participants in the charity are going to do. So we decided that to get to know our people and to get them to bond as a community together, we would do different things with them on different days of the week. So on a Monday would be the mindfulness day. On the first Monday out of every 4 weeks, it's a 4-week cycle, we would take them out to an activity centre or an outdoor centre and do an activity with them, such as kayaking when the weather gets slightly warmer, obviously. Or there's 26 different activities that we've chosen, which we think are suitable. Now, there's even high ropes courses and things like that. Now, I think it's important here because the type of people we deal with can be physically challenged in some ways. So we have some limbless veterans and things like that. Now, everything we do is accessible to them. Even the high ropes course takes wheelchair users for the experience, which I think is very important. So the way that this would work then is that a person would come in to the charity. We would sign them in and say, find out a bit about them and say what your interest, what would you like to do, and if they're interested, we'd enroll them into our Monday to Friday program, as we call it. Then on the very first Monday, they'll go out, they'll do an activity with their group, all get to know each other a bit better, bit of bonding and everything else for them, just give them a good experience and take them out of where they currently are. In week 2 on the Monday, then we'll sit down and have a bit of a wash up of everything that's been done. So they can tell us what they liked, what they didn't like, and more importantly, what they want to do next time. So we'll give them, initially we'll choose an activity on the first week. And beyond that, they as a community choose what they're going to do for the following months, if you like. And the program rolls on. So after the wash up week, we'll then do some application of learning. So they will have found out a little bit about themselves, and their own restrictions. So what we'll do is formulate a course, which we've already done, which makes them, they're more awareness courses. They do come with a certificate, but it's only a level 1 certificate, but nevertheless, it still is a
Still
certificate.
achievement, yeah.
Yeah, indeed. And it gives them an awareness about themselves and how they could affect others around them, and decision-making processes, and so on and so forth. And then in the 4th week, they literally do the planning for the following Monday, for what they need, what they're going to do. So they take ownership. And there's a few angles as to how I looked over everything as to what the guys want to do. And if you realize what we're doing, we're kind of giving them a bit of information, giving them something to do, and then turning it over to them for them to have ownership. And I looked at it and thought, what do I want to do? There's 3 things I want them to achieve. I want them to think about what they're doing, plan it together, and then do it as a team, as a community. So 3 things, and it's really easy. And there's 15 things from that we kind of measure behind the scenes to see, are they doing okay? Do they need a bit more assistance? And hopefully we can draw out the things that they need, and we can provide that. If we can't, because you can't be all things to all people, then we don't want to signpost anybody. And there's too much of this that goes on where we just say, go to that website. So you're feeling a bit down, go to that website. That's not the way it should be. So we've built up a network over the last year of people that we can literally virtually put our arm around someone and say, let me introduce you to this person, and then they can actually take you through it. And if they can't, they will know someone who does. We've already built the network. So that's what Monday's all about, is getting to know the person in that respect and pushing their boundaries a bit so that they can feel a bit more confident and get to do things they would never normally do. Tuesday is about training and courses. So off the Monday, we'll find out what do they want to do. And we have a whole plethora of courses that we can actually put forward, and they can actually start doing. Wednesday is much more relaxed. So obviously your viewers in here and you guys know that there's a double-edged sword here. We're not just a charity. We also have a commercial arm to the charity called the Green Task Force. Now on the Wednesday, if the guys wish to, or if they can be excused from their work, they can join the charity and go out on our well-being day on the Wednesday, where we do something that we like to call a walk and talk. Doesn't necessarily mean people are just literally going out for a walk. It's far from it. It's educational. There may be other things in there, such as cycling, even swimming, activities that they might want to do on that day. Again, they choose, they plan it. So it's about a relaxation day and getting to know everyone, because at the end of the day, we're trying to progress these people into a point where if they're not working, they go back into work if they want to. And what better way to do it if we bring our commercial arm in, where those guys are already working, they can mix with the people and they can find out about what's possible for them. And if they don't do what we want to do, then there's other things out there that we can introduce them to other people. We work closely with other charities as well, such as Veterans Woodcraft. There's things that those guys might want to do with them. So it's all about interest and expanding the boundaries for the person. So a Thursday is something that's a bit more specialized to us as our organization, and that is dedicated to nature-based therapy. So we mentioned the greenhouses in Preston by Hull. So the big push there for us at the moment is trying to get funding in to make sure that all of these things can go ahead on our launch day. So we've been working really hard for that. But the Thursday is designed purely for people to go in, learn about growing plants, growing trees, food even, what's the life cycle of it, and gaining qualifications in that. So there are various qualifications ranging from level 1 to level 3 that we can put people through. I think I've told you this before, Gail, the way that I classify the different qualification levels. A level 1 is literally a piece of paper that anybody can issue somebody. It doesn't really mean anything. It's just a sense of achievement that somebody can get and it's I'll hold the ladder and watch you paint. That's
Yeah.
the level that
Yeah,
the
very
certificate.
basic.
Yes, that's the level of value of that certificate in reality. In general terms, though, to some people that means a lot, and the sense of
It does.
achievement, and that's very, very important.
Yes.
Level 2 is a GCSE, and a level 3 is an A level. And we do have, through various bodies such as the Royal Horticultural Society, we have links to be able to push people down those routes if they want to.
Yeah. Brilliant.
So we've covered 4 days of the week, and then the most relaxing day, realistically, is the Friday. So people often refer to it to me as a coffee morning. It's far from it. So the Friday is about. So Andy Steele likes to call it a reconnect and reunite day. It's about bringing everybody together, but. And thanks to yourself, we know that you will be involved on the Fridays, giving advice and training and things like that on the Friday. So that the coffee morning angle, yes, it is a bit of that, undoubtedly, but there's also a bit of learning involved for more life skills. And we're going to be having speakers and presenters come in, such as yourself and people from industries, where these guys can meet the people, network with them, and learn what they need to do to step into that arena should they wish to do so. So the whole point of it is trying to open up a world of opportunity for the people, but in a relaxed way, so they can come along, have something to eat, a piece of cake, a biscuit, tea, whatever, and just have a relaxing day and hopefully further their horizons. So that's our Monday, Friday plan. So that's what we've been working quite hard on. It might not seem like a lot, but there's a lot involved in it. Obviously, it's coordinating funding. How do you get your people? Where do you take them? Then there's the centres doing all kinds of things with the centres and making sure that everything's insured. So it's been quite a busy time. It's been a bit of a whirlwind tour so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately, everything is slow at the moment as people come out of COVID. So obviously we understand that, but we'd like to get it moving now.
Exactly. Rome wasn't built in a day, was it? So, all these good things take time. So, it'll be the centre will be a one-stop shop for everything. So, really exciting times. Watch this space, viewers. It's going to be very, very exciting. Unless there's anything else you'd like to add, Paul, I'll bring this presentation to a close. Thank you for joining us. You'll be in a couple of weeks' time again. I think it's about a 6-week rotation process, I think, because you guys are also very, very busy. It was a bit easier to do a one-on-one. So thank you for joining us today. Thanks, everybody, for watching us. If you want more information about PATT or any of the subjects that we've taught today, log on to the PATT website, www.pattfoundation.org. I've got that right, haven't I? I keep saying .co.uk.
And we have a new website on the way as well. It's being built.
There is. And also, I've got to mention the Green Task Force guys as well. You can log on to their website too. So lots of activity going. Check out the social media. And, in the meantime, if you're needing help, advice and support, reach out to us. We can help. So thanks ever so much for watching. It's bye from me, Gail Acaster.
Bye.